Welcome guys, finally back at home. I think you can hear as well the difference in sounds, and hopefully as well the quality of the video is going to be much more better. Next time I'm going to be Poland, I'm going to work on that one. I start to order things as well over there, but happy to be back. But I need to get used to the reality, so cut me so slack. Let's have a look what we have in pedo on Bitcoin and the rest of the market. There are going to be some things that I'm going to talk about it. So far, I want to mention the Kayutaka. Couple things. We fail from the highs and we start to break the structure to the downside. It's a small time frame still. 4 hour-ish, still have some room to run a little bit lower, and there is some low volume area below us. With that said as well, some orders stacked to be grabbed. Instead of higher up, we don't have any more that high of orders, but we used to have it. So we took all of them out already, and there is small order stacks over here. That's as well the resistance area. So funny enough, it stacks. When we're gonna reach into the highs, that's the area that you should see any bounce from it for the continuation. I'm still aiming to go a little bit more lower. Not really that big anymore to run the lows. This is still a scenario as in secondary, not something in the first place that I'm looking at. But let's see how deeply we're gonna go. So far, so good. Moving on, this is better. I'm gonna go over here. Just for visualization, it's gonna be much more easier. I need to refresh that, right? Yeah, I think so. There it is. So, I mean, so many rejections quite close from a kiss. I don't think I saw that in a long time, even in my early years. And yeah, we still rejected from the middle line. So far, it's a quite decent bounce, if you can say that. So let's see how deep we're gonna go. I still aim for the middle of the range. That's area of 87-ish, 86-ish area. I'm gonna go deep dive in that one a little bit later. So yeah, nice rejection of the highs. We did settle a higher high on the wick and body, so that's good. We are breaking out of the structure. That's great, but still didn't break out of the range. That's the secondary what we need to do. Moving on the heat map, we took out most of the liquidity to the upside, and that pocket that I'm interested in is around 86.4-ish area. That's quite heavy stuff. We still can go even a little bit more deeper into the 85.4-ish area. I would like to see a wick and then come back, close everything above the yearly. That would be super bullish, but let's see how we're gonna take care of that in a second. So moving on to the charts. As I like to start with VIX. We are still grinding a little more to the upside, but still we are settling higher highs. Slowly, it's a grind, right? So popping up a little more higher up. The things that should start to worry is that we are getting, we could get close to 17.5, right? That should make you a little bit more worry. Regaining that high, that hip over here, gonna send you a little bit more higher up into the 20. Not much to say about that yet, because we are not close enough. We are still on the side retesting this whole structure, and let's see if we're gonna pop up a little bit more higher. If not, we still can come lower into the support of this area. So we're gonna grind, do some sideways on it. That's still possible, right? It all depends how the market's gonna react to the end of this week, because Friday we have a lot of economic data coming in, so that could bring some volatility with it. Keep that in mind. Next, Dixie. Dixie is setting a higher high on the wick and grinding into that high. So we still aiming to close above 898.7-ish dollar. If not, we're gonna fail from that and market could reverse or go higher up if Dixie start to dump. That's what we want. Getting higher, regaining this high on the body close. It starts to get look that we might see that pullback on the market, and then Dixie start to get close to 99. That's the bigger resistance area that I'm aiming. This is just a small one. We had the first reaction from it. Now grinding into that. might be more to the side of regaining the high, in my opinion. So that's one for the market to go a little bit lower. Then on top of that, total 3 have a bigger sign on it. Of course, we did settle higher high, quite significant. So regaining all the shenanigans what we did over here, that's already first step. Secondary, we should set some support on it. That said, I'm aiming for to come back at least to 835. Right, that would be really easy, quite simple, but really easy. High low for any kind of continuation. Breaking that, you start to get at the lows at lower low, and if you start to break that, then unfortunately you're gonna set up a lower low and you start to break stuff. So don't want that happening. We want a nice clean high low. Gonna get it? Let's see. We could even front run it a little bit more by getting close to the wick. That's 850. So all possible. Those two levels quite significant. So yeah, moving on to PEX. We start to get close into the resistance. We've been failing this hip. Not really something significant that I was mentioning last week. I was really hoping we're gonna break the lows of 4K311, but we didn't. We did use the high of it. Still good, still potentially continuation. We are into the resistance, but we are getting close to the high. Let's see how we're gonna react from it. There's plenty stuff to run yet, so yeah, this still could grind higher up. Same thing what we did over here, kind of structure, right? So yeah, that's still good. Silver, just want to mention that it did settle double top on the wick. So let's see how we're going to deal with it. Regaining that, setting a higher high on the body, what we technically already did, but setting above the wick, that should be send us quite heavily into the upside. So that's still fine. Now we still need to break the low of 70.8 to even get close to the area that I was aiming for the bigger retracement. Don't think we're gonna have that, but let's see how we're gonna deal with it. Not much of the structure yet. This is quite big, quite heavy, and yeah, could be interesting. Just pay attention. So any pullback still possible for the continuation. Either way, we could see something like that. So that's one. Just funny to mention that in last 4 weeks, my Netflix short got 5% more on top of the whole movement what we did. So in total, we are sitting in minus 22. That's great overall. That's freaking great on the stocks, but I was laughing that it did 5% more. So yeah, it did hit my TP level. So that's perfect. Let's see if we're going to continue. If not, I'm still aiming. We're going to get close to 82, but so far, I'm seriously don't really care about it much. So, for people that do care about the CME gaps, we are aiming right now to fill it. The big stuff that we form on this whole move, we are aiming to fill it. Let's see if we're gonna be dealing with it right now or later on when we're gonna come back into it. But so far we are grinding into it. Filling that wick or that gap might bring us a little bit more lower into the stuff of 88. I've been aiming for there is a small one. I'm not really care about that one, but there is a small one still up, below us. So let's see. But so far, yeah, we are feeling it. And the dominance, I've been mentioning that as well in my post today. We are getting, we did get into the support. I've been mentioning it for already weeks. Let's see how we're going to deal with it, because closing anything below 58, we're going to send it. Us in the whole market. Why? We all freaking know. Where is this stuff? Over here. We all know that we want this dominance decrease, and then Bitcoin is going to increase and all is going to fly. Technically what we did last week, last couple days, right? The dominance fell off. Or we pull back. God damn it, this tool. We had the pullback on it, and you also what the meme coins did on top of the market as well, and then the large caps as well. So that was good. That was really nice. We pull back into the support. Now The problem starts when we start to get up on the dominance and regain this high. Then we're going to have that retracement. If not, we're going to fail that. That could be a possible as well, just because we failed this small of a range over here. Technically, that's the daily low previously. So if I might use the stupid fib for the visualization, that could be another quick drop into the low of this area. That's what you want. Technically, this what you want on the dominance, right? Small pullback on the market and then drop off on the dominance. That's gonna send us. So let's see how if you're gonna get it. So far, it's still good. If you're not gonna drop right now and close anything below 58, we're still gonna aim for that reverse sign, or technically even getting close to on the side retest of 58. You don't even don't need to get that close to the highs of it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, definitely, and I'm watching it quite closely so far. So let's see. So far, we are at the support. How are we gonna deal with it? That's gonna be said in a couple days. Definitely on the Friday, it's gonna watch out day. Why? Because there is a shitload of things coming in. That said, I don't care about the numbers. I'm not that specific on it. I'm more that with all of that shenanigans and all of the Ponzi calls, we're gonna see some volatility in. So that could help market in any kind of direction. So far, as I've mentioned as well, we saw quite a lot of pressure from the upside, not much from the bulls, so they've been kind of stopped out already. The sell-off start get a small continuation into it. We still could get into the point of control. That's the biggest volume node what we're having, and that could send us quite high. I would like to see that. I'm not really a person that want to see us getting close to the lows or below the mid-range. Right now, if you want to be really, really bullish about the price and start to get into the 100K area, regain this whole freaking range that we've been for like 2 months or something like that already, we want to hold on the point of control. So that's the test. Small one, we've been testing it quite heavily, so we need to watch out for it. That's the test, and that's the bounce from it for regaining the whole freaking range and staying above it for a change. That's my whole bullish perspective. Getting below that point of control, failing it, and setting a new low below this area, that's 84.4, then stuff is gonna go a little bit more lower. Hope that's a little bit clear. As we see, and I've been mentioning that as well last Sunday when we saw the pump of the meme coins over here. I've been like saying, watch out, that we're not gonna drop off from it, and look at that. That's a nice cliff. On top of that, alts had a small run, and the large cap cliffed as well. So right now, stablecoins are smashing it and getting quite higher. When alts start to drop off, the stablecoin's gonna get above the 60%. That's how you read the capital flow index. Oscillator wise, we still can run a little bit lower. There's still plenty of room to get there. So that's overall market wise, and my market or metric wise capital flow index. I've been mentioning that as well. We've been quite heavily into the and over the 60% on total 3. Last Sunday I mentioned that, and I watch out that we're not gonna get below the 59-ish area. And look at that, we got into the 43. SPX spiked quite heavily, and VIX start to grind higher. Dixie start to get higher up, and look at that. On Bitcoin, we used to be at 51, and right now we are at -10. So that's a quite significant drop off. Pegs start to get higher up as well. So all of those things, also in SPX, Total, Dixie, and where is it? Gold. Those are the first signs for me for the market reversals. One of those 4. On top of that is the VIX, and then you see the reaction on the Bitcoin and ETH. Look at that. ETH been even higher. ETH been on 75-ish area, and we drop quite significant. There it is. If you want to catch it, anything like that, then that was your call, or technically that was your sign, first of the signs to get into it. Why? Because I did catch the short, and it was a nice tight one. I could have it a little bit more tighter, but I wasn't that heavily on the charts. I've been much more on my mobile lately, or when I was away. But yeah, that's the short that I took. I'm still into it, quite significant in take profit. Already in break even, so I'm not really worried about that. That's can go instead of my levels. So I'm still aiming to get close to the yearly level or even previous weekly. That's are not that they are not even tested. So watch out for that. All right, that's what I'm aiming for. Used to do that test and wick into it, or I mean, in the long run, we might wick into this and then do something like that. Perfect. I'm still on it. Right? Every single thing above this is fine. Maybe a little bit more or less to get close to 84. But that's another thing. Let's delete that. As I've been mentioning as well, Sunday stuff, the range that we've been in. I changed the range right now because it used to be a local. Right now, it's the full range. But we're still dealing with the 94.6 that I've been mentioning as well when we drop off from this freaking area and the first failure of this range. That's still my higher range. That's the end pattern over here that's still keeping us down. And look at that. Easy as that. We got into that on the wick, close below the May level, and we are failing from it. Right? Yes, we, as I'm mentioning, we did settle a higher high on the body and the wick. That's fine. That's good. A proper pullback. It's easy to set. We could have that, right? Not really worry about the bears anymore. Let's put a little bit more on the side. Still, we're not gonna break anything below the 84.9 issue level. That one been tested, so watch out twice already. If we're gonna get that high liquidity over here and start to get close into the level of 84, be aware that we can close anything and below that. Closing anything below that, we're gonna send a little bit lower and grab the low leverage stuff over here. That said, we're gonna do something like this. That's second scenario, right? This area over here. That's the V bottom that you technically want or don't want. It depends what you're aiming for. But yeah, I'm still aiming. We could do that. Less likely, but still we could do that. I'm much more right now in the phase that we could do something like this. Much quicker and better. If you want the quick opposite way and do the damage into the 101, 105 first. So that's what I'm aiming for. Why? We are still at the resistance. Technically setting the structure high on it, that's great, but we didn't regain or we didn't break out from the range high. So that's the second opinion that I'm aiming for. We are still into this whole big ass order block on the daily. 4 hour, like I've been saying, we regained that mid range, that overlapping one, and we are still having some, a bigger one over here. See, that's the range that we failed from over here, and it's still holding us down. There it is. On top of that, why I'm thinking that we're gonna bounce quite heavily from the yearly, there is as well overlapping order blocks over here. Plus, you have your liquidity stuff or leverage liquidations over here. There it is. On top of it, over here, we could get back at December and daily. That's didn't been tested as well. So we could potentially see something like this happening. And that's another short and start to do this stuff. All possible, right? We've been quite heavily doing that as well for like a couple months. So yeah, great stuff. We closed below the weekly. That was significant. That weekly been tested. I mentioned that as well. Be aware of that. Now it was easy to close below it. We have failed on it. We're still holding on this whole small hip, but that's been already tested twice. So every single failure right now is going to bring us a little more below the December level. Not so much key on that December level because we've been quite heavily going up and down on it. So that shitty level has been already tested so many times. Right now, the most important one that I'm aiming for is the yearly general and Q1, of course. That's the first biggest one, and that I'm aiming for. That weekly, I don't even pay attention to that one. So yeah, that's the stuff that I want to talk about it as well and mention to you guys. On top of that, I think I mentioned that as well on, let me have a look, on Sunday stream, that watch out that we're not gonna do this kind of stuff, those two candles. So if this candle start to get turned into the bearish one, close ending below, potentially, like I've been saying, that V bottom stuff, we could settle another one. That's weekly. I know it's a little bit more ahead. Another one, and we could have that, let's say, V bottom structure, right? And the third one, open up, quick into it, and then this freaking get into the 100K or 108-ish on a weekly, right? Be careful that we're not going to do that. It's still a lot of time to tell, but I'm just saying, I'm watching it quite closely, and it start to form like it wants to do this, right? So yeah, watch out. And yes, I know there are two bullish candles and two bearish one, whatever you want to call it, but still, structure-wise, it looks the same for me. And that's why I'm holding on. I don't care about the candles and which color they are, whatever. That's, oh, there you have it, a bot on AVAX, enter short. Nice to see. So yeah, that's the thing on Bitcoin. Not much to say. We did the nice thing, right? We had a really nice, let's say 10% up movement. Great stuff. But if people thinking that it's the continuation, we're going to break out and we're going to do the damage to 128K, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but we still have some things to do. So yeah, let's see. It's been quite heavily pushed as well. That I was surprised that we even nuke from it after that reversal and that buyback. But this is what it is, and it was quite on 1 hour perfect failure of the swing. So there we have it. And right now we settled a new failure of the swing. So we broke off 191.5, set a new low. So what you're aiming right now technically is on the side retest or the high, sorry, low of this high. Done for another short. When that's gonna change, regaining this 93.7. So that's the whole local perspective. So going lower, failing this structure wise, the closing anything below that, where do you get close to it? You start to aim to 89.6. That's the low volume gap that we saw on Kayotaka as well, if you guys remember. But yeah, that's the whole deal about Bitty. Take a screenshot if you need it. And now I would like to move on the different tokens I'm aiming and watching it as well. So, if you guys have any question about Bitcoin, ask away. Oh, and by the way, we still are in cash flow positive, but we had the small reversal one. The next one, if we start to close anything below this hip and start to get close into the 90K, I bet you're gonna have another reversal sign. We still can go a little bit more lower into the area of minus 50%. So, nice sign as well. It was a little bit more extended because we had small reversal that technically played out over here. And over here we had the trend change and the reversal sign. So 2 of the 3 one played out. We didn't have another reversal sign, but still good for me. I took the trade. On that perspective, like I always say, I'm rather short resistance and long the support. Done. Unfortunately, I didn't been that much on the chart when I was in Poland, but I could play this as well. But I didn't bother. It's still fine. Let's have a look on hype. I had as well one little bit more riskier because it was quite big on the stop loss. I don't mind. It's still fine. I didn't bother to set the swing on it, on the 4 hour on this structure, or even on a daily. I didn't bother because there are two things that I'm kind of interested into it. Those are the RS flips, those two. One mainly is this one that we still fail from, and technically right now we're retesting it and still didn't regain that. And the major one is this high. So those are the two levels that I'm aiming on hype to get higher up. So technically regaining this stuff, right? This block, if you regain that and start to grind above that, then that's freaking bullish. That's good. Wow. So far, I took a small short on that one. Bit risky, didn't fill up the whole orders. Like only 2 of them got filled. The rest got skipped out, and still it's like I'm not sure if I put it in break even or not. I need to check. For me, personal, if you start to fail at 28 or close anything below that, there's still continuation. I'm aiming for this support over here. That support, what we said over here, I would like to get into that just because of a bit more of liquidity what we have, quite high time frame liquidity. And I bet there was an order block. Yeah, that's the overlapping order block over here. So I want to front run it a little bit, and stop loss is below the wick. Oh, that's gonna be the below the wick if we're gonna get there. But yeah, still good one. How much is it? What we did so far? 5%. Fine. Let's see if we're gonna get that. But that's my kind of prediction on hype. Not really wanted to go back at 23. I mean, technically we could, but not really aiming for that. That's gonna be a bit a stretch and breaking a little bit more too much of this whole support what we build on. I would like to hold it and then start to get back above the 29. Getting that, then you start to get into this area of levels, and then slowly you start to do the stairways up movement shit, right? This kind of stuff. So what we always want. Technically the most opposite what we did to the downside. So yeah, great stuff on hype. Let's see what kind of levels we lost. Daily as well, that's obviously February. Weekly lost as well, so there we have it, and sneaky close on the daily. So yeah, still yearly open. That could be as well a nice bounce, but let's see. Hype tend to go a little bit more deeper into the stuff, but let's see. I'm gonna watch on it and see how that's gonna be playing out. I can freaking delete that. I don't need that on the chart anymore. Injective, didn't catch it because I didn't been on the chart on yesterday. I was driving, so didn't get that short, but it's fine. I'm gonna try to get long on that one. I love that. Sending on injection AVAX, both charts I freaking love. Either way, yes, I know overall we set out a lower high from this whole swing failure. This spin as well, a swing failure, and we got below the daily, but tempting to think that we gonna hold on this whole support. Why? Just because the freaking yearly is as the lowest as it gets. Above that, you have quite a lot of support build up. Plus, on top of that, there is shitters of liquidity, a small gap, so we could hold on all of that. And oh, there used to be one. Oh, not anymore. I think I skipped that one, but it used to be an order block. Anyhow, on those perspectives, how I'm looking at it, I would like to see hold on this support. If so, then yes, we start to get through all of that stuff, and hopefully we're gonna do something like this, maybe grind potentially stuff to the upside. That would be really, really great, because same thing, I'm aiming on AVAX. Oh yeah, I took that one. Yeah, I forgot even. That was as well nice short from the failure of that daily over here and the previous daily. So I took that one. Right now, still potentially great to continue. Right? We are breaking the stuff over here. And my aim is to fail on the day December, and then we start to get back at the weekly, and of course the freaking January. January, yeah, as well. It's January and yearly. Yeah, I can say that. So same as hype. I don't care about this low. I hope we're gonna hold on that one, because that was quite freaking good V bottom structure on 1 hour. Now I want to hold on this, right? Coming back and all of that stuff. We have this freaking fair value gap over here as well, what could be filled on the way down. And then we have this bigger continuation. So a little bit more on that one is that it have kind of a double top on it over here on the wick. So that's one. And we did close above this whole structure over here on the body. So in my perspective, AVAX is a little bit more, much more bullish than injective, but I'm still treating them both the same. So that's what I'm aiming for. I'm gonna long the shit out of it when we're gonna start to get close to yearly level. That's AVAX. Now, Solana, I didn't catch it as well, but it was really good and to the T on my TA, what I did on it. Still the 4-hour high and the low of the swing was perfectly. We didn't regain anything on that one. So nothing close above the previous high of the bodies and not even high on the wicks. So that settles as quite significant lower high. Now we need to hold on the low of it. So coming back as well, same as the AVAX or injective one, same purpose. My yearly level, I want to see hold on that one. If not, we can back on that support, wick into that and start to grind higher up or even sideways. I don't mind. I don't care about it, what we're gonna do. If we're gonna break the highs or we're gonna go sideways, that's fine. Still, we're not gonna break below 120. I don't want to break this level anymore. Go lower into this stuff. So that's set on Solana. And I did catch this one. Yeah, that was a nice one as well, because we did hit that M pattern over here, and it's been quite a resistance in last week. So right now we've been failing quite significant, that sideways move. We didn't, we regained this high over here, but we didn't set a new high on the wick. So for me, that was nice. Just a tight one, 2.6%, fine, but really a small amount. But I settled. I didn't want to bother with bigger amounts. I just want to see if that's going to be the case. And yeah, it played out. So good. In this shitcoin perspective, we did break the low on 4-hour, quite significant. Twice already, and third time on this hip. We are holding on this one, not really much anymore. So anything coming back yearly or maybe even deeper, because it tends to go a little bit deeper on the wicks. So yeah, let's see. That's what I'm aiming for. Not really looking for a long over here, maybe a little bit more lower. I'm not really considering setting limit orders on this one, because I'm not really trusting it that much. I'm just for shorting it for shit and giggles. And it was a nice short. Just a quick one. But yeah, still good. Let's see. Hope this is gonna fucking go to the zero, but can do whatever he wants. And ETH had a really nice run up as well. And unfortunately, we didn't regain the high like Bitcoin it did. And yeah, it did perfectly fail from February even level. Same level as he's used to fail, and quite big resistance. So it is what it is. Still, I would like to hold on the yearly. This one could go a little bit more deeper, unfortunately, but you don't want that. If you really want to hit the high and regain the structure of 3.39-ish area, then the most perfect scenario for ETH would be, of course, hold the weekly, but I'm not sure that's going to be the case. But even grind it out on the yearly and settle a structure wise, so not coming back anymore over here, and do this right into this resistance, grind it out and set it out. That would be the most perfect scenario for it, and a bit more helpful and healthy one. So yeah, so that's bit on everything, I guess, and I hope that's quite understandable. I'm not sure if it helps people, because Viking been technically saying quite the same thing. So yeah, let's see how the market's gonna deal. And the most important thing, keep an eye Friday. All of the shenanigans gonna give some volatility. in both ways. Either way, I'm still aiming point of control. That's my aim for hour to get that, because we literally regain all of that stuff, right? So obviously it would be perfect to go back, test that, and send it finally. Or finally, like, for a change, right? So yeah, good stuff. See if we're gonna break the lows of 91.1, and then we start to carry on below the December. Not really keen on that one. I've been saying that. The rest, what I'm aiming for is that stuff over here. So yeah, game plan is still the same. As I've been mentioning on my in my post, this is technically what I'm aiming for, right? Something like that. Technically like that. The yellow path, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. It's second scenario that, yeah, we could deal with it if we break the yearly. I mean, we've been breaking quite heavily every single level. Even the December level wasn't that significant. So I would not be surprised if we break the yearly to the low, wick everyone out, and grab all of that freaking liquidity. There you have it. Perfect. Get all of that, and that might send us higher up into this stuff. If not, then, I mean, we're going to see how we're going to carry on from that perspective. And obviously, if we close anything above the Q2, right? If we close anything above here, sorry, below there, so 81K, then obviously, yeah, the continuation on the higher time frame. But so far, this is what I'm aiming for and looking forward. There is a third scenario, but yeah, could play out if we start to do something like that, right? Grind into this and then break out. That's obviously, but still nothing significant yet, because we just been failing once. We didn't come back for that, and yeah, we don't farm anything yet. If that's happened, then I'm gonna mention that as well. So yeah, let's see what you guys talk about in the chat. Evening, legends. So yeah, it is API for each. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, Eagle, for saying that. Amaze artist, huh? Yeah, you are a really nice painter. You use 3 colors. So first was the black one. I guess you switched that to yellow, and then you use the white one. Cool. Yeah, I like your Picasso style. Nuvix XPR. Oh my god. Do you really hate me that much? All right. Let's have a look at this bullshit. I'm slow. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so I think I mentioned that all of this block of levels, what you're seeing over here, you can consider that gone. All of that shit is gone. Nothing off here is gonna hold you either way. It's gone. So don't think about that anymore. The thing is, you've been setting low after low, right? Low, and then you freaking hold on that high. On that low, and you break out of it. So yeah, you broke out of this significant high, but the most swing failure that you need to care about is this 2.5. That was the whole low that took you all of the way over here, and then you settled another one even before you even came close to retest that. And that's why you have right now the underside retest of this whole swing failure right now. The good thing is, and that's hurt me to say, because the good thing on the whole perspective of XRP, if you want to talk about that, still valid, is this whole freaking superfib that you have right now. And unfortunately, in my case, it's overlapping with the yearly level. And I bet you there's gonna be some liquidity over here as well to grab. Bang on. Fuck yeah. Oh, even ticket to the downside. Boy, oh boy. Take all of that, please. But yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, as painful it gets to say, get into this pocket, then you might start to get into the higher resistance. Yes. Yeah, you have the overlapping stuff. Yeah, that could be definitely the case. Now, okay, so this is your aim. If you start to get below the weekly, is it? Yeah, below the weekly over here, because that didn't been reached on XRP. So reaching the weekly, if you're not gonna hold that same as the rest of the market, then you aim to get back at the yearly. I will consider yearly for the better long positioning. You could take a small scalp on the weekly because that's going to be definitely a bounce. Nothing significant, but yeah, it should be something to think about it. And then on top of that, consider this as your biggest resistance first, but you're going to come back into it. And then the bigger stuff start to get over here. So this is the bigger stuff of resistance. I hope this will fucking fail from. But yeah, by all means, if you want to trade that, then that's how you should doing it. Yeah. Yeah, inside retest. Come back to the weekly. So that's your spot to take care or keep an eye on it. This as support. And this as mid-range of a bounce. So yeah, that's how it is. I'm gonna bounce from it because I don't like that coin at all. Is there something else that's... Oh yeah, wait. How about those freaking meme coins that we've been talking about on Sunday? Oh shit. Almost 1x. Bro. Nice. I think the bot caught all of the way to 0.42. Full TP on it. Resistance. That's been done. Now get back at this one. Look at that. Failure at... Ooh, nice. Nice retest. And Pangu. Ooh, okay, that looks quite freaking good. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make it easier. I don't want to too lazy to draw all of the lines, but there it is. Even front run of yearly. Coming back into that one, boy oh boy, you should long the shit out of it. That high that you settle right now? Nice. That's even the weekly. Nice. Yep, proper one. Oh, same thing on... Yeah, okay. I would like it to go a little bit more higher up. Personally, I don't like Floki just because it's quite shit. Like, so this is the whole perspective of Floki, right? That high took you all the way over here. And you broke the low on that one as well. So yeah, potentially you can get back at that one. Oh yeah, and overall daily wise. Yeah, daily wise is quite overheated as well on most of the coins. So be aware of that. Forgot about the daily. Oh yeah, same thing. Right. I just don't want to draw the lines, but make it easier and simple. Go the still with it. Why? Because you regain this whole structure, fail from it, and then you regain on the higher high perspective. Done. And fucking else to be proud. Look at that. Into this pocket. Straight up. So yeah. And this. Yeah, it did. It did regain. But that failed at the weekly. Yeah, daily were below. So that one is a little bit more harder on the failure. And retest the weekly already and failing at the daily. And right now we are below the December. So we could get a bit closer to this stuff over here. Use that. Or maybe to do that. So yeah. Cool. That's on the meme coins, I guess. Anything else, guys, do you want to look at? Ooh. Yeah. Rainbow person. Yeah. So yeah, I hope your XRP stuff was clear. I hope you're gonna be happy with it. I'm gonna make like XRP free community or something. Just too pissed. Arrow. Yeah, bro. I have a bot on that one as well. I think I mentioned that one on Sunday. I think so, that I drove this. So yeah. Let me get rid of that and all of this shit. If there was a stupid, then I think I mentioned that on Sunday because someone was asking about it. The thing is, you did not regain your December range over here. Yeah, talking about a lot of bots. Yeah, land people. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna stop mentioning that. But, yeah, you didn't regain this hip, so eventually what you got was the underside retest. Front run a little bit. Right now, what we did do, and that's a little bit on 4-hour structure, is regain all of that stuff. So technically, like most of the coins. So yeah, that's good. You need to hold on still on 0.53. So you don't want to lose that. Losing that, still potentially getting back at the yearly, but watch out if it's that low. Same on the injective was as well. You don't want to lose that, right? You need to hold on that one. So be aware that you're gonna be doing exactly what you show on here, right? So this is support area, technically that you want to aim for and front run it as close as it gets to weekly. That would be the best one for it to recover all of that stuff over here. And potentially, I mean, yeah, there is potential to go quite higher on that one. Yeah. So yeah, this like okay, risky, but it is still valid, right? Is this area too long? Everything, if you go close about this, and for example, if you really want to long this, then set your stop loss as tight as possible, right? Something like that. It's still 3%, so that's why I said it's risky, right? Or ladder into it, make it at least 2.2, right? And aim for this area. So you're gonna see something like 2. Yeah, let's say max what you can get from it is maybe something like 2.2, and at least expect 10% profit. That's fine, right? That's still fine. Risky, but fine. And if you start to lose that, so if you get stopped out on that one, right? For example, like that, then you aim for the low, right? Don't start to catch the knife something. Stopped out, move on to the next one. That means below or higher up if that's going to be the proper short position. And yeah, that could be as well. If, for example, that's something that you could think about it as well, right? Imagine you're going to get stopped out and that's going to settle. That's the high. Sorry, that's the low. I'm going to set a low, low. What do we aim for? Okay, reverse, right? Then you're going to reverse and think about laddering into this. Stop loss above the wick. It's freaking high, I know, in tick, but still, right? Then like you could ladder into that and make it at least 2.8. I got some spot. From where? From higher up, or you bought it at least somewhere low, or maybe you got even luckier that you got the lower low. About this price. About this price right now, you mean? I mean, it's not much to worry about. Like if it's spot, like yeah, 50, yeah, it's fine, right? Like you shouldn't, like people should stop caring to catch the maximum bottom on something, because that will never happen, right? You're never gonna catch, because that could be here, that could be here or here, but we still could do like this, right? So it's gonna be another lower low, but then do that. So no matter what, this is still fine, right? And like fine if you're gonna be like accurate with it. Like if the price gonna get back at the lows, right? Buy a little bit more over here. Make your price, your average price, if you said it's around 55, make it average a little bit lower, even into the 40-ish area, right? So not only you are on the lowest area of the price, so that's fine, right? Because you should be worried about the price if you start to buy something like here and the price gonna be below that 70% ish. Then you should start to worry about your decision, right? But over here, you are still fine if you're buying spot. Now you are DCAing. You still can DCA into the lows, right? Especially when you know that there is quite a lot of support. You have your yearly open, you have your weekly support, and there is still quite a lot of liquidity below what we can grab. And that's fine for potential bounce, right? We still regain this low time frame stuff. We didn't do the proper hit, but it still can happen, right? We have first sign of strength. Now we need to settle a proper higher low. I know my drawings are same as Eagle one. And now you're aiming for high. So you're in the game. That's good. Don't worry that you're going to be like, I don't know, into the negative or something. But yeah, that's going to be for a small fraction of the momentum. But then you can definitely let DCA into this stuff, right? Make it like, for example, 45. Bro, then you're going to have a proper run up when that start to get ballistic. Only one color radiant still. Yeah, sorry. I don't like colors. Either way, I'm used them, but yeah. But yeah, Mark, I hope you got that point, right? I thought you was talking about leverage, but if you are in to the spot, then that's fine. All good. Small pullback and we carry on. Nothing to worry about. Like I'm quite how to say, quite convinced or quite happy to say that I'm starting to get a bit more quote unquote bullish. Well, I don't really like to use that word bullish or bearish, right? To get at least first step, my target is this, right? That's around 100 and 105. Then the next target is this. That's the 150, right? Getting there, the last target is 126 on Bitcoin. Market wise or altcoins, it's different, but on Bitcoin, right? And then do 1, 2, or one of those three things. Why? Because we fail at this high time frame stuff over here that we've been building up quite heavily. I'm not really, so this is more likely. This could be much more better for a failure. I'm not really in the game or in the thoughts that we're going to reach the whole high and all-time high. So I would like to be surprised about that one, right? If that happens, fine, right? My longs will be happy about it and I'm going to short this as well. But either way, those are the levels. While, like we've been always saying, same thing that you're doing to the downside, right? Down, down, and on that stepwise shit, you're always going to do to the upside. Stepwise up, and then to fail something, right? So yeah, potentially this looks good. If we start to hold on this stuff, right? So the maximum hold of close anything above is 86.8, right? Keep that price in mind. You need to close anything above that level. That said, we still could wick into this liquidity grab that set as well the high of the low of this stuff. Come back and then start to do this bigger stuff. And that's fine. Closing anything below here, that start to get a little bit iffy, and we could do another leg down. Not really in case right now. Overall, we look good. And to make you a bit more happier, if you listen to Stupid more than to me, then there it is. All right. Still good. Wick into this. Forward. Go. Right. Because that's valid. Why? High on the wick and on the body. Or technically he might stretch it and he's gonna, oh fuck, look at that. Okay, this might be even the better one, right? Because that's, looking at the whole chart, that's the high, low, higher high. There we have it. Fucking hell, I didn't even realize that, but there we have it. So yeah. I hope, and I think that's all from my side. Not much to add to it. Or I missed something. I feel I skipped something that I was thinking to talk about it. Don't like Holo say the one with bright red name on Discord. Yeah. Yep. I want that people think that I'm like a scam or something, or you shouldn't be clicking on my name, not to send my DMs, because fucking hell, you can imagine how heavily I've been smashed with DMs lately. But yeah. It's like red is like a warning sign, right? Shouldn't be clicking that. And people still fucking do it. I like to joke some once in a while. Yes, feminist side of me next pink on. Ooh boy, that would be fun. Hey, said someone who have like a rainbow with his name. Feminist. Touche, I guess. Touche. Multiply. Yep. Funny. This is the way. Love it. Oh, that's been a while I used that meme. Yeah, that's a lie. Oh, this year he's coming out, right? With the next season, I hope. Oh, wait. What's that? And fuck. Why did you delete it? I was reading it. Wrong chat. Ah, you bastard. On the reverse card come in handy. Yeah, reverse card. Yeah. Oh, I've been fucking. It's been a while. I play, you know. Yeah, there you have it. Oh shit. I level up 42. Dang. Almost the same as my age. I level up with the reverse card. Hey, L for loser. Oh, let's fucking go. I thought you're gonna write a loser with it. But yeah, guys, anything else that you want to hear? Look at? Any charts? Let's have a look what this is doing. Been a while. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna have some early failures. But then, still, right? Low, high, higher low, higher high. So potentially you could hold on this or on this for it. So if people still care about this shit, it's not hot anymore, right? Not hot topic anymore if it doesn't do the parabolic moves. It retrace too much. People are scared now. Cool. The X community, it's getting into my head, I guess. I'm joking with them and fucking fighting them way too much lately. Nice. You will be proud of it. What's render do? Ooh. Perfect on the side retest. Failing at the highs. Run it down. Ooh, that's a quite heavy. That's been a while. Ooh, nice. Lower low. It is. Lower low. It is. Is this still alive? Okay, hell. Hang on. Party. Oh, nice. Look at that. Talking about the freaking meme coins. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I don't care that it didn't regain this stuff. I'm super freaking happy. I'm not how much happy you want to be about a meme coin that it did regain all of the shenanigans. So coming back at this stuff, like fuck, that's gonna fly back into this structure. Nice. Tell you to touch grass. I bet you I'm not gonna touch this shit. Nope. Like, where is Zeus? He's been so fucking heavy on that shit over here. We've been trading that sideways. Stuff. Remember that. I think he forgot about that one. Ooh, what's this doing? Eagle forgot about his dog? Eagle. I mean, Elon. Elon Musk forgot about his dog, I guess. Nice. Nice. Okay, that's good. I like that. I like that regain of this. He got a massive GPU. I think I saw that picture. Yeah, the 7050. Yeah, maybe computer crash and installed. Yeah, I don't bother with that new GPU. I have not the newest one, MDM, ADM, but the one before that, 70 something, and they are freaking good. Beasts. And what the fuck he's gonna play on that one? That Crash game? Like, that doesn't need to have those kind of fucking graphic cards. But yeah, I think that's up to him. BNB, are we doing something? Preparing for GTA. Bro, I don't think that GPU gonna handle GTA 6. Even I'm considering to buying the next year a new one if I will need to play that game, but I don't think I'm gonna go play that. I'm not bothering. I don't have time for that shit. And to be honest with you, I stopped care about GTA after the Vice City. Yeah, that one is good as well. Radium. Yeah, I love the ADM ones. AMDs. Whoa, AMDs ones. Real car game since Armored. Yep, I agree with you. I remember that one as well. Yeah, it is true. ATX 20. Yeah, that's a good one as well. That used to be a super good one. It says in the name super, but yeah, I used to have that one as well. But yeah, not much. Like, if he's not a fucking real like proper gamer, and he doesn't play in fucking ultra resolutions or whatever, then he doesn't need that card at all. Because the game that he plays, what was the name of it? Fuck, I don't remember it anymore. Some of the cars, you know what he was showing. That game doesn't even support the ultra resolution. Still good enough. Yeah, see? Getting less FPS on the... Yeah, but okay, but that's fair enough, right? Or if you have ultra wide 4K, then yeah, I understand that you on that card have less FPS, but still good. It runs proper. So, anyhow. So yeah, guys, you want to hear anything else from me, or you done with me bullshitting? I think you are done. So the thing is, just to mention that as well, because Eagle is here and helping out a little bit more. Guys, botting, for fuck's sake, I cannot stretch it. Set it up. Seriously. Like this week already and a little bit more in the end of the December, couple trades and they make big bang. Like those are the bot master ones. I don't have the trading view account open from the bots that I'm running on the side. But those are still freaking good. Look at that. With, right? But which one was it? Oh, here. The cake one. AVEX. Yeah, proper stuff. And like I've been saying as well, oh yeah, good that I mentioned that because I talk about it before I went to for holidays. I've been saying I will leave them running, and I did. I'm definitely not disappointing. Seriously, they made up, and yeah, they had some small losses on the way or like sideways bit. But boy, oh boy, the last couple trades, everything is already in profit. Like all of that been already made up by this one trade. I didn't switch it off, anything. I didn't even lower leverage. I just add up on amount, bounce into it and let it run. And boy, I'm happy about it. Yeah, that's how you should use them. Yeah, that's been all the work that we put into it, and now we pick the fruits from it. Right? That's how you should be in dealing with it. And I'm tempting to maybe set up one more. Let's see, but what's on the list over there. So yeah, I don't think you should be thinking about it for longer. You set it up, let it run, leave it, let it make you money on the side, and just keep an eye on it. That's all what you need to do. Beam, not gonna lie, yeah, in the same. Oh, Beam, yeah, that was the name. Yeah, that game. Good lately, yeah, of course it's been. Yeah, we've been really good. I love that bot. Like, really like the bot right now. After the updates and everything, what we did, like, this is really great. That full TP setup over here, like, bro, I'm not even like mad that it didn't run up over here. I don't care. It made shitloads of money over here. So yeah. Is there to prevent losses? Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Like, look at that. Like, that's why I keep it on the chart, right? Just to show you. This is well like kind of ish, quote unquote, a journal. I have my own journaling on the side, what I'm doing with the bots to keep the track of it properly. But this is just to visualize it, right? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't care about that. Why? 1, 2, freaking big, already made up for all of those losses. 1 small, still fine, 3%. Another one, run up. I don't think it run up over here somewhere. I saw the stop coming in. 16%. Fine. I don't care. Yeah, same thing. Break even, right? Break even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 stop losses because I didn't took that one, but it was a sell one. And now, all the way, I guess it was to here, 32%. Done. All of that been already made up for it. Cake. Look at that. Break even, break even, break even, break even, break even. 1 loss. Done. Yeah. Same thing. Winning. Oh shit. I didn't put it. That was a wing one. Stop loss. Winning one. 2 stop loss. So 3 on 3. And then it made up on the rest. and now we are in the short. That's how you do it. Like, there's nothing to worry about. You need to create, like, mentally, I understand that you are seeing this and it chops you out and you see your funds going down. But then the patient area into it, the mentality system in your own, what you need to build is when you see this, right? It's like, okay, that's done. I don't need to worry about this anymore. Now go to the next one, right? Could be more efficient and proper. Yeah, of course. But with the tools that we have and the space on TradingView, what we have, this is what we came up with, right? The team came up with, and this is how we run it. Done. Like, what's to worry about it? Nothing. This as well, already 3% up. And it's plug and play. Exactly what you want. Like, how easy you want to have it. You don't need to worry about anything. Anything anymore. Okay. Already in break even. And we are down in 2.3%. So how easy you want to have it? Like, easier than that, we cannot make it to you. It's just the thing. Yeah, I think it's just more on your own, how you care about your mentality and on it. Like, sitting through all of that chop, it's hard. I understand. But you need to see the bigger picture on that one. We've been in a freaking sideways market. Look at that. What we've been doing on Bitcoin. This is whole fucking bullshit, right? There wasn't something significant. And yes, you can argue, oh yeah, we pull out the bot master on the wrong timing. But no matter which timing you're gonna pull it out and give it to the people, it's always gonna be the wrong timing. We choose to do the what's the name? The Black Friday deal, right? And yeah, it was unfortunately somewhere over here, November, October, whatever it was. And now we sit through all of that chop. So yeah. Because it's a long term. Yes, it is. It always is. It's nothing in the day, it's nothing on the hour, it's nothing on the 4 hour. It's always even above the weeks and months. Right? That's the whole perspective on it. You're not gonna okay, let me burst your bubble. You're never gonna be a millionaire overnight. Forget about that. Since we adding into new fees. Oh yeah, that's a good one as well. Yeah. You're gonna be the part that we add the fees into the trades. Makes sense to moves, yeah, more and more over the 3 and 4 hour time frame. Yeah. Less trade, yeah. Less in and out. Exactly. So that job's gonna be more significant and less painful for some people. I love that high time frame stuff. I seriously don't like. I wish I could have most of the bots like on 3-4 hour ish, 2 hour ish, run at it right instead like below 180 minutes. Some significant time frames for me. But yeah, I'm still fine. Like, I don't care. Still fine on. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Still fine with it, right? And it works. And it's get better and better and better, right? With a lot of feedbacks as well. Work around it. Some of my everyone want to be billion overnight. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. The form is more, yeah. I can imagine, man. I seriously can imagine. Exactly. Exactly that. Because they think like, oh yeah, this is the magic tool and it's gonna make you millions. I mean, maybe eventually, but the whole point of it is to be profitable and not to trade manually, right? I mean, guys, if people complain, right, about the botting system what we have, if they complain, then by all means, go ahead and trade manually, right? If you don't like the system that the team build up. Like, if you think you can do better on manually, go ahead. On the other hand side, if you think and see that the bot is in the wrong direction, I mean, why don't you hedge it manually then against it to make up on the profit, on the losses, right? There are so many things that you can do with the bot system and around that system instead of only complaining that, oh, yeah, it's another loss, or this is shit, or this is that, or this is this. Oh, I'm not making millions overnight, or whatever. Like, there are much more solutions to it than people find in problems. Yeah, exactly. Easy, it's not real. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't work. Yeah, I'm agree with you, Lansby. Yeah. But yeah, like, by all means, go ahead and trade it manually. I'm happy because, like, from in my perspective, I didn't need to even. I need to. So the way that I've been building these bots, been from my perspective, like, okay, I know I'm going for holidays for a couple weeks. I don't want to sit in front of charts. Especially, I'm not gonna have time to sit in front of the trades and charts. There it is. They've been freaking doing great. Yes, of course, maybe some chop, maybe some losses in beginning. I don't care about that. It's gone. Especially, like, for example, over here, Jupiter. Those 3 trades, right? Been massive. Half of this profit been lost on this, but half been made by this one trade. Because I add up to the trade after this, after those versions updates. So I'm still in profit overall on it. So why I could go to Eagle and complain about this, like, Eagle, fuck say, what did you do? I'm losing. I don't care, because I made first that profit, then I lost a bit and I made it back again. So what did I lose? Nothing, technically. This is it. Like, guys, if you use the bots, do this as well. Like, start doing mapping all of the trades and which one been good, which one not got been bad. And you're gonna see the bigger picture overall. On top of that, you should be keeping a journal as well. What you made, and with everything on top of it, you should do that as well. I'm doing both of them. Like, I do this when I have time, and most of the times I do the journal at the end of the day, or like in 2 days. It depends how volatile things are. But yeah, that's how I'm dealing with it. And I understand and know what happened, because all of that been history. So all of that is already a bit different because that time frame change or whatever change. Now I'm focusing on this, right? Look at that. 2 trades straight up, back to back. Great. Maybe the third one's going to be better even as well. Yeah. Same on this. Slow, but still steady, right? 3%, almost 5%. Yeah, 3 something. Oh, shit. Great stuff. And if you think you can do better manual, yeah, go ahead. Be my guest. Go ahead. I'm happy that I don't need to trade while I'm going to be away. On holidays, doing some business stuff or whatever. Sleeping. Taking less time on charts. Yeah. And one thing I was thinking about it is that it gives you less FOMO in. Exactly. Yeah. If you're scared of trading manually, then there it is, because you feel FOMO, or I know you see some strange things on X. There it is. It's gonna do it for you. One way or another way, you're gonna catch some moves and you're gonna make money on the side. It's side project, right? Side hustle, whatever you want to call it, and something on the sideways makes money eventually. In a month time, right? Let's say we're gonna run the bots for another month. So we had this chop that was the fucking December. Let's see if January can be even better. So who knows? Maybe we're gonna catch. Right, we are in this short, then we're gonna have another long, short, some bigger trades, because the volatility is there, the volume, right? the money goes into the market instead of fucking sideways. So yeah, eventually you're gonna make much more than you even lost, and you're gonna forget about the losses anyhow. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Technically, like, overall perfect picture is to do as well with manual trading in between, if you like, if you want to keep or stay in the game or whatever. This is the future as well, right? Don't forget that it's already becoming it technically, because most of the people are automated or like using any kind of bot system. So yeah, eventually that's going to be even in the future. And believe me, I don't want to sit in front of the charts in the next 1 or 2 years. I want to, quote unquote, retire my manual trading and switch over fully to botting. Like fully, like heavy fully stuff. See ya, Lensby. See ya. Have a good one. But yeah. Another thing, just to mention, our lovely island boy gonna stream as well in, I guess, 2 hours, 1 hour ish. So yeah, have a look at that, at his streams. I will be joining as well because I've missed a lot of him and been talking on the side with him, and he's came up with quite good things. So yeah, let's see what he's gonna mention today. Oh, in 1 hour. Yeah, in 1 hour exactly. And if not, I'm gonna see you tomorrow in Market Open, New York Market Open, and maybe Sunday. Let's see. Sunday one. Oh yeah, I need to mention that as well. I'm having surgery on Friday. Nothing's big. Don't worry about it. I'm having surgery on Friday, so I need to see if I'm gonna be back home on time for a Sunday stream. If not, then I will let you know. So maybe the Sunday I'm gonna skip. Let's see how I'm gonna feel about after the surgery. So I'm well, but I have some things to fix in my body. So yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. But yeah, running. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, wake up on time. Okay. So yeah, guys, have a good one. I hope you feel better about the market and the situation and the conditions and know well where we're gonna go. Plastic surgery, yeah, kind of something like that. I'm gonna make myself prettier. So yeah, they are paying, though, definitely. So yeah, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the day. Keep in mind as well the daily close. So if you're gonna close like that, then yeah, that's something that we're gonna run a little bit lower, definitely. And yeah, have a good one. Keep in mind as well Friday with the economic data coming in, so a lot of volatility, and the rest. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. There's no need to overthink and overcomplicate stuff. Right? Good start of the year / week. Let's see how we're gonna continue. Right? Support. Right now we need to create support. That's the aim. Have a good one. Enjoy and see you later at Smurns stream. Bye bye. Love you all.